Okay, everyone. Hello. My name is Fermin. I'm a junior in biomedical engineering, and you're former to be, I guess that makes sense, executive vice president. First of all, I want to thank you for nominating me for this position. It's really a great honor, and I feel the great support that I'm receiving from you guys. So that's what really got me involved with SHIP to start with, and that's what continues to get me involved throughout the years and to run for this position. A little bit about SHIP and my involvement with SHIP. For the sake of time, I would like to mention when I started with SHIP was before I came to University of Arizona. I heard about SHIP before I came here. Alumni from SHIP and the University of Arizona talked to me at my cousin's wedding about joining this club because they wanted, they saw the full potential that this club had, and I told them I was going to study engineering here, and they told me join SHIP. It's going to be a great club. And to be honest, on that the club fair that the College of Engineering hosts every year, I was looking for SHIP. I was looking for the name and getting to talk to them and how could I get involved. But I'll be honest, and I was looking more for social and belonging space here at the university. You know, the Latino, you try to find other Latinos, the Mexicans, and try to belong. But my first meeting, it really gave me another whole different perspective of what SHIP really is. Talking to Mario and having him shake my hand and making me feel so welcome really changed my perspective on how you get involved here at the university. A whole different concept of where you come to high school, where you come from Mexico. So this really got me thinking on, okay, I can really make an impact in this club. So from then on, I started to get more involved in the different events. My first event participated La Familia when Andrea was the VP. And I really loved it. I was talking to Spanish to the participants, and it really got me thinking about, oh well, we're really making a difference here. We're really doing something not only for ourselves, but for the community. So from then on, I went into ALE-YLF last year, and even though I wasn't able to attend a lot of meetings, I got really involved with the events. I'd like to move on to my role as the Executive Vice President this year. I had a lot of fun, I'm going to be honest. I believe it is the funnest position that you could possibly run for. Not that the others weren't bad, but for my personality, it was a great fit, and I really enjoyed it. I had no regrets. I had to deal with gay roles sometimes, but I mean, it was part of it. But no, it was fun. It was fun. I really made me grow as a person. My transformation from 1 year ago when I was speaking about this time, about running for Executive Vice President, has really changed myself as a person and has made me really responsible and accountable for a lot of things. Being the voice of our club through different partners and different sponsors, it really got me to think about my personality, who I am, and what is my role here at the university and for the club. I work very closely with our current president, Gabriel Mercado, so shout out. Big, great job, phenomenal job today as a president this year, so congratulations. I'm going to have very big shoes to fill the next president, so congratulations on that. But I was able to really kind of shadow him on what the president has to do, because I was really close to him on how to run a meeting, how to account for those executive decisions, and to make sure our e-board runs successfully and efficient. I see the responsibility that a president can have, and that's great communication skills, be organized, responsible, authoritative, because we're all friends here. We're really good familia, but when it is time to get things done, it has time to get things done, because there's a lot to do with the behind the scenes of SHIP. There's a lot of things to manage, there's a lot of things to get done, and if we don't do this efficiently, then this club could potentially go down. Great leadership and also very good e-board dynamics with that. So from now, I'd like to move on to my initiatives for this next year. If you choose me to elect me as your president, start with a very important point, our financial resources. I plan to work very closely with our treasurer to make sure we have a balanced budget. And not only that, but I can get that communication and have a monthly report at least about how our budget is being managed. With this, I want to have detailed reports of what the money is coming in and what money is coming out. Not only from the treasurer, but also from the events, having a detailed budget and thinking about the resources that we have. Because one of my goals this year is to really reach our financial resources for the next year and that we can continue this on so that our financial resources grow over time. One great example to follow is the American Society of Civil Engineers. They were able to raise over $60,000 for their conference. A lot of money that they didn't really need for the conference, a lot of leftovers, and they're doing great things. So I feel like SHIP has the potential to do that. There's great members, there's great leaders so that we can get more sponsors and more money. I plan to develop a very comprehensive sponsorship packet so that we get there to local companies, not only target our big corporations that already have a big impact in STEM, but local companies that are owned by alumni that are really interested in giving back to the community, giving back to this University of Arizona. And of course, give special attention to our current sponsors and professional partners. Held more social events at the beginning of the year and throughout the event. And someone already mentioned in their speech, I also plan to maintain them updated by creating a newsletter that informs them about our plans, about our future events and so on, so that we can get more participation from them. Moving on to academic development, I feel like this field is one of the most difficult for the academic coordinator as well as for the president and other positions. It is really difficult to engage our members in academic and performing better in academics because we're a really big leadership, social, and also outreach club. So it is difficult to get them involved. But one of my goals this year is to being able to measure the overall GPA of the club and having a way to measure how that is going to be improved or monitored throughout the year. With this, great job on Michaela and Gabriel on getting new fundings from our alumni and other partners for Semana de Estudios. I'm willing to work with the new academic coordinator to get that sponsorship raise, but not only use it for things like coffee or snacks, but to actually get tutors to come to Semana de Estudios and support our members. With this, I also want to start a scholarship that is entitled to only academic resources, like a scholarship for the Think Tank private tutoring, which I know it can be a burden financially for some of us. Moving a little bit past academic, for SHIP national programs, SHIP Junior is expanding, and we hope that that program keeps growing, and I plan to work very closely with that chapter. And having Noche de Ciencias, for example, to really promote out there that we are very involved with the national program. This year, unfortunately, due to time constraints and whatnot, we weren't able to host it, but I believe these little events that SHIP National wants us to do are very important in order to get recognition from them and at regional level be recognized and being able to expand our networking through those areas. I also would like to strengthen our graduate program. Unfortunately, if you see around, there's no graduate students involved in our chapter. We have alumni that have gone to graduate school in engineering and other disciplines, but it's important to keep them in the loop, to keep them around because they're a really great resource for us. But not only that, there are a lot of resources for them that SHIP National offers. And there's a whole graduate program for SHIP. So I believe that if we are able to bring graduate students that have been previously in STEM fields, then we can really grow in potentially in academic and also professional. And of course, keeping our alumni very close. This year we had a great turnout on our alumni being really collaborated with us as far as financially and professionally. They offer really great mentorship, and a new scholarship was formed that was called the Alumni Scholarship for the National Conference. So I'm just excited to work with them for the next year to make sure that continues. And not only that, but to really get them really involved. We had a new recent transition with our professional chapter, so I really hope to keep working with them and get as much feedback as possible to perform better. Moving on, eBoard Dynamics. This year, Gabriel started with a kind of experiment on new dynamics, advised by our professional chapter president, Martin, sorry, with the so with that, our meetings have been more effective, more efficient, and more productive. And I think that's really important to save the time of our eBoard members and also our general membership. I plan to continue with this model and strengthen it by having action items at the end of each meeting to help board members accountable, holding eBoard accountable for individual tasks. Believe me, I wrote plenty of notes about everyone, so I'm going to keep an eye on that. And of course, having status report meeting where we can go as fast as possible while being productive. Finally, on our biggest talk here, recruitment and retention, right? Foster that sense of familia and keep fostering it up throughout the year. Make sure our e-board members and our general members create that sense of familia. And just to kind of finish it up here, I want to thank everyone for devoting this time to the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers. We're one of the best chapters, not only here at the U of A, but national level. We've been recognized nationally. That's because of you. And just remember, this is an organization that you're able to grow as a person, but also give back to your community. So keep doing what you do. Be passionate about what you do. Love what you do. Remember, ship is life. So if you allow me to be your next president, I will do my best effort to not let you down.